Toledo headed to Washington, D.C. this week to talk about the importance of a healthy Lake Erie. Washington correspondent Lauren Adams tells us how lawmakers are taking steps to make sure they get just that.
The health of the Great Lakes is front and center in Washington, D.C. this week as people gathered for the annual Great Lakes Day. One group from Toledo, Ohio, has a lot to say this year, especially after the water crisis that left hundreds of thousands of people in the area without water in August.
It's a canary in the coal mine for the rest of the lakes. They need to hear that because what we can solve in Lake Erie can be applied to the rest of the lakes.
Sandy Ben is part of that group from Toledo. They focused on the harmful algal blooms in Lake Erie and how they're affecting the economy in Ohio.
As the health of Lake Erie goes, that's how our business is projected out to the rest of the world.
That's what supports us year-round. So it's hugely important that Lake Erie is clean and people want to come up and recreate there.
The Great Lakes provide a multi-billion-dollar tourism industry in the area, and they attract more than 60 million visitors annually. Ben says that's why she feels it's necessary to come to D.C.
It's important for Lake Erie to remain, front and center to the federal legislatures.
Those federal legislators here on Capitol Hill say they're listening. Just this week, the House of Representatives passed a bill that would in part require the EPA to set standards to determine what's safe and what isn't when it comes to the waters of the Great Lakes.
We want to make sure that when you turn on your spigot in the morning, that it's safe, that you can drink it, that it's safe for your family, your kids, everybody.
Congressman Bob Latta authored that bill in the House. His colleague from Ohio, Senator Rob Portman, introduced the companion bill in the Senate. Both lawmakers are hoping this bill would keep the Great Lakes clean and prevent a future crisis.
Toxic algal blooms have caused a lot of problems with fishing, with recreation, economic development in the area, and then, of course, drinking water.
Portman says he hopes to get the bill through the Senate quickly because he says it's an issue that matters to everyone.
Even in a highly partisan atmosphere up here, this is one where Republicans and Democrats who come together.
Reporting in Washington, Lauren Adams, 13 ABC, Action News.